Today we need to do a full report where we consolidate all this information into a big report, the information that we have learned so far, so that we can see how far we can go in terms of visualizing our data. And yesterday's session was a preparatory ground for today's session, because we did create some measures that we are going to use today. So I think we are not going to repeat on the measures, except for one or two demonstrations, so that at least we can have an appreciation and have these things sink down into us. I think yesterday we tried to do some time intelligence functions, and we have realized that Power BI was acting up. So let's try to see today. So I will try to do what we did yesterday. Panapa, we had a product name, and we want to see total sales. Then we said previous year. Is it now working? 534, 171. Well, let me use this. It's giving the same answer. Yeah, it's a bit tricky. It's okay. I think we will do this concept when we are sure that Power BI is now working properly. Do you know what was happening with Microsoft? Because if in network I was having some issues with it, but that will not stop us. Yeah, so is there anyone with a question? Maybe when you were revising, you encountered a challenge or something. Is there anyone with a question or something to say before we proceed? As much as what we have covered so far is concerned. Hello guys, any question?
No question from me.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, so we shall proceed. Right. So yeah, today we need to do what we did yesterday. We already have this, but I'm thinking that we have to start this one afresh, so that at least we can be on the same page. Yeah. So I'm going to create a new page here, and give this one a name home, so that this can be our landing page for the report. And we need to create something like this, this card to show our visuals, right? To show our metrics, and the key metrics that we need to show on that one. Let's plan. We need to show the total sales. We need to show the profit. We need to see total customers. We need to see total quantity, and maybe whether the sales have increased or decreased from the previous period. That is if our time intelligence is working. Yeah. So to do that, we are going to do like what we did yesterday. Yesterday we started off by using this this old KPI card that we have used, and we have seen that using that KPI card is good, but of course it involves a bit of effort, because you have to format each and every metric, each and every card that is going to be a metric that you want. But we have seen that we can make use of a new KPI card like this one. The new card 1, 2, 3. This one with the lightning icon, right? This is what we are going to use. So to use that one, we have said that you can first click on the matrix that you need, or else you can click on the visual that you need. Then you can drag the matrix into that visual, right? Yeah. So to do that, you come over here, you select that new card, you click it, right? Then we need this one to be positioned somewhere here, right? Yeah. So we then select our KPIs that we want. Here we have said we need total sales, right? It's right over here, right? Then we have profit. We have it here. This is our value for profit. Then from profit we need total customers. We have our total customers here. Then total what? Total quantity. Let's work with this for now, right? So now that all our, I think let's try to increase the number of columns from 3 to 4, like what we did yesterday, right? Then we go ahead and format. Then here we need to change this one to a rounded rectangle. Then the pixels, we add 10 pixels, right? So that it can be something like this. Then alignment, we need this one to be center. On the background color, we need this background color to be black, right? Then we need font color for call out. Font color for call out. Those values, those big values are called the call out values. The font size, we need to add 25, right? Then on the font type, we need Sage your UI semi-bold. Then on the color now, we need to change from black to white font. Then we have something like this. But we are not done. Maybe let's change this one from 25 to 20. Let's see. Right. I think it's now better. Then we on horizontal alignment we put center. Then we need to change again the label, the call out label, from this black color to this 10% dark white. Then we have something like this. From here, let's try to adjust to see how it's looking. Right, and we can reduce the size here so that we can create more space for our visuals. And here we need to say the space between the label and the values. We need this one to be, let's put 2, right? We have moved those values to the top, something like this. But we need to move those values we need to put the labels just below the call out values. Let's come over here. Need the image. No, we don't need this one. When we need layout, where is layout? It's right here. Layout, right, this one. Space between cards, let's change this one to 5, right? Alignment vertical, let's put grid. No, let's vertical, horizontal. Let's put grid. Right, I think let's try to change number of columns. We change to 4. So yeah, so something like this, so that it can fit, and we can reduce the sizes of this one to create more space for our other visuals. The call out values are a bit big. Call out. Yeah, right here. Let's put 16. Right. Yeah, perfect. Then on the label, we need to put it not on the top, but on the bottom. Right, something like this. This is what we have. Yeah, here it's saying total customers. Let's change that. And to change that, you can come over this side. Pan up. Then once total pan up, you can just double click. You say total customers. You have something like this. Right? It's now it's getting nicer. Right? This is what we have. Then this is our matrix, and we need to add a heading here. We need to put a title, heading, right, for the name of our report. So then to do that, what we do is we select that around the text box here. Around the add text box to your report. We don't have labels, unfortunately, in Power BI, but we make use of those text boxes to put our labels. So you select that one, you click, right? We have this one here. Then you write you want to say this is adventure works sales report. Yeah, we are calling this one a report because it's not yet a dashboard. It becomes a dashboard when we have created one in Power BI service. Right, then here we can change the font size. We need to put 14. I think that one is nice, right? We have something like this. Then we move it to the top, and to move it, just click on the label. Then you select those 3 dots that you use to drag it up to the position that you want. Then you have something like this, right? You have something like this, right? It's getting a bit nice. Is there anyone with a question? Right, I hope we are in the same boat. When they call out here, let's change the label from 12 to 10. Right, we have something like this. Right, this is what we have. Hello, guys.
Yes.
I want to make sure we are on the same page.
Yes, we are on the same page.
Yeah, wonderful. Right, so yeah, this is what we have. Then from this one, we need to create we need to show our total sales by product. We need to show our total sales by product, right? And this visual that we are going to use, we are going to make use of maybe a stacked bar chart, right? Maybe stacked column chart. Let's try that, right? Then you do something like this. We increase the font here. We are going to make this one a bit big so we can see. I just have clicked on the visual here, and it's right here. Then from here, you select the product name because we want to see product sales by what? By product. You select product name, right? Then from the metrics or the measures and the calculations, we select the total what? Total sales. We have something like this. Right? It's getting a bit nice. So let's change it from stacked column chart to a clustered and line chart. Right? We select that. We have something like this. Right? Those are our values. It's nice, but if it's like this, it's a bit cluttered. It's a bit cluttered. What can we do? I think we have to reduce the number of products so that we can show maybe the top 15 products by what? By sales, right? And to do that, we come over here to the filters pane, right? You expand this. Then on the visuals here, you can see the filters that we have. And we have said we have 3 types of filters. We have the report level filters that affect the whole report. We have the page level filters that affect only that page that you are working on. And we have visual level filters that affect only that visual that you want. And in this case, we need the visual level filters that you see around the visual filters on this visual, right? Then on that one, you select, we need top 10 products by what? By sales value. So you come over here, you select the what? The top sales, or let's come to the product here, right? When it says basic filtering, there's this basic filtering. where you can choose maybe only 5 products that you want. Maybe product 1, right? If you select, you see one product, product 10, product 100, product 101, something like this. You can select as many products as you want, and that selection type is called a basic. It's called the basic filtering, right? And you can move from this basic filtering that we have here, maybe to the top end or the advanced filtering. And on the advanced filtering here, since our product name is a string, right? We can say maybe that string, we need that string to contain maybe, let's say, the word Harare. The word Harare, right? Maybe we might say Kamfinsa store, then you put Harare. Kwadzana store, then you put Harare, hyphen. Dziwarasekwa, then you put Harare, right? It's hyphen. Then if you want to see the sales only for the Harare stores, that's when you select what the contains. Then on this one, you write what? You write Harare, something like this, so that it can only filter the items containing that name, something like this. And there are many other filtering options that you have. Start with does not contain, yeah, something like that. I think you can try to explore that at your own time. But here we need to use a different. We need to use this top N here, right? We need to show items, right? This is called top N. You can show top 100, top 10, top 5, depending on your requirements, right? Yeah, we need top 15, right? We need top 15 products by what? By total sales, right? So it will show the top 15 products by their sales, right? Then you select apply. You can see here, we no longer have those main products. We only have what? 15 products. If you can count here, there are 15. And arranged in the order of what? Of the sales amounts. We have something like this. Then from this visual, we can add the labels so that we can see what is the value. Because if it's something like this, it's a bit you will not understand unless you hover over the bar to see what is the value. And then you come over here, you toggle this one on, the data labels, you turn this one on. You have something like this. But it's displayed as millions. We don't need that. We need thousands, right? Then you expand the data labels here. Then on the position, we need this one to be outside the end, right? What else do we need? The value. The display units, we don't need auto. We need thousands. We have something like this, right? It's getting a bit nice. Do we need these values? Let's try to remove that. I think we go to the y-axis, then the type, then the values, we turn it off so that we have something like this, right? We have our product name and what? And sales. And here on the heading, we can change something here. Let's see. You come under general, you come to the title, and this is what we want. But I think on the font type, let's change that to the one that we were using. Let's use this. Lucida Sense, what. Then we select that font size 12. I think here we need a divider. Something like this. We don't need a divider. We need background color. Let's use, right. Let's select the color that we want. Yeah, maybe let's use this. Yeah, this is what we have. This is our visual. And we also need the outside borders, format to visual, general, then effects to select the visual border. We have something like this, right? Yeah, it's a bit nice. But we are not yet done. On this one, what else can we add? We have selected this. The line chart, I think it doesn't work well because we don't have time data here. So we need let's select this, take the column chart here. You see, we have used the same data and the same formatting that we did. Hapana change wangu tangochinja visual from this stacked line in column to stacked column chart. Then here on the total sales, we need to add profit, right? Yeah, we have something like this. It's getting nice. Then the labels have been removed because we have added this, but we can change that, right? Let's come over here. Need to show the data labels. Let's see. This is what we have. Let's turn off. Let's turn on. Okay, fine. Yeah. So if you hover over the bar here or your visual, you can see that part. You show about product 63. Then you will show profit yacho. Then you got the it will show product 63. Then the sales. Are you now seeing that the sales and the profit are now displayed on the same bar? And this is a stacked budget, right? I think we can try to design something on this one. We can try to design something. Let's see. Let me try to drag this one to this part so that it can be a bit big. Then this one we drag it to fit the size of this one. Right. Let's take this one to the top. Right. This is what we have. Yeah, I think let's change this from top 15 to top 20. Top 20. Let me see. Then we select apply. Right. Right. This is what we have. So this part, that white thing with the details of the bar is called a tooltip. It's called a tooltip, and you can design that. You can change the background color. You can create a custom tooltip, among other things. So what we can do, maybe for now, is just select the bar, come over here, then under general, find the tooltips up, right? The background color here, you can change from white to, let's use this one and see. Right, this is what we have. We have changed the background color of that tooltip, and you can create a custom tooltip so that you can even see the high level details of each and every product, right? This is what we have. So from here, we can we need to create another visual. What can we? Let's use the tree map. Let's use that, right? And see how it goes. And let's reduce the size to this one. Right, let's make it a bit big. You need to see the total. Right. Maybe let's remove this. Let's first create a table. Right. On the table here, we add a product. We have the product name, right? We need to see the product name, the cost, right? That is the cost. Then we see the total quantity sold for that product. Maybe let's remove cost. Okay, fine. Let's leave it like this. Then we see the total profit. Total quantity, total sales. Let's in this one you can change the order. You need to see total sales before profit. We have something like this. Our total cost, quantity, total sales. What else here? Let's see from the sales table. We need to see cost, we need to see price, right? Yeah, something like this. Let's leave it like this, and let's format our table. Style presets, we need bold header. We have something like this. But let's change the color of our headers. From black, we need to use this one. For consistency, then we change the color from white to black. Right. We have something like this, and let's try to put our outside borders. We turn this one on. Then on the values, here, let's change from that 10 to 9. Right. We have something like this. Cost is in rands. Let's change that. Cost, where is it? That you click from the data table, you select the cost, then here we change from the comma separated here, the what? The dollars. Then it will be displayed as dollars. Yeah, it's getting a bit nice. What do we need? I'm not liking this color. Let's change the color of this. Let's come over here. Select the columns, then the color here. We need total sales. That is blue. Let's change to dark blue. Right. We have something like this. Then on profit, we need to change this one from that color maybe to green. Yeah, we have something like this, right? Yeah, it's getting interesting, right? Then here we need to use that tree map. We have used the stacked column chart. We have used the table. Let's use the tree map here, and you see how it works, right? This is what we have here. So we need to add our on the tree map here. We need to show maybe which store is performing better in terms of the sales, right? All right. So let's see. You come over here, you select sales, total sales, right? You have something like this. Then let's go over to sales table, the salesperson table, right? We need to add stores. We have stores here. Locations, location ID. Let's see. Do we have location name? Yeah, it's cluttered. But let's see. Do we have store name? It's fine. Let me remove this and try to add salesperson. Right. Let's add location. From locations, let's select a location name so that we can have something textual. Right. We have something like this, but we need to see the top 10 locations by what? By sales, so that we can see that our product that we are selling is selling better in this top 10 or top 20 locations. Here we have many locations and it's cluttered. We need to filter this one maybe to top 20, so we can see, or maybe just top 10, right? Then to do that, we come over here on the name, we do the top 10, the top N, I mean, top N, we need to say top, let's choose 10 for the first time and see how it looks. We select that one, sales to the by value, then we filter. We have something like this, which is beautiful. I think we can work with this, right? So if you can pay attention to this one, the size of the boxes or the size of the rectangles here is equivalent to the size of the cells. The bigger the cells, the bigger the shape. Zvingoenda zvakadaro. So twamuri kuona tumasmall ito, for example, send yours up. That one, it is smaller than this because this one is bigger in terms of what? In terms of size than that one. So this is how we do it. Then we can go ahead and format this one. Let's come over to the visualizations. Then we format the visual. General, we need to change properties. We come over to this one. We change it from font size to it's at 12 as usual. Then background color, we need to put our light blue as usual. Then here we need to put the outside borders. You come to the format visual, general, then effects. You select visual border. You put your border here. Yeah, you have something like this, right? Then let's put the data labels so that we can see, right? Then you come to format your visual, data labels, you toggle that one to on. You can have something like this. Let's increase the font size to maybe 12. Let's use 15. Right, something like this. Let's change to 12. Yeah, it works well like this. Then on the category labels, let's change this one to let's change to 12. Right, so we have to change this one to 14. Then yeah, you have something like this. And you can change the colors here to suit the colors that you want. And to do that, you come over to the format your visual, like what we were doing. Then on the colors, you can change these colors to the color that you want. For example, here, let's change this shade of blue to the color that we want, maybe to this shade. And you can play around it to see how it goes. Now, this is what we have. This is what we have now. And what we are developing now is a report. It's not yet a dashboard. This is a report. Is there anyone with a question so far? Anyone with a question? Are you guys still following?
Yes, we are.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So I assume the silence means you don't have any question and you are getting everything. Now, here you can see, I think this is another thing that I have to explain. So on the visual here, there are these icons. If you hover over the visual that you have created, Finally, you're in focus mode. You can enlarge your visual so that you can see something like this. And I think on this one, let's try to create some filters. Just try to put some filters so we can see. So we can see how it goes. Right. And to do that, I think let me first explain them. The two tips. Yeah. So a two tip is that card where you can see the finer details of your item on the visual. For example, here we have the product name, and we need to see maybe the nitty-gritties of that particular product displayed on the bar. So you make use of a tooltip. There's that tooltip which comes by default, where if you hover over the visual, you can see the details associated with that particular visual. But you can choose to say, I need to see maybe the finer details. What are the trends in terms of the sales or profit for that particular item? So you make use of a custom tooltip, right? So let's create a new page like what I did. Then we say maybe product. Let me say prod tooltip. Let me say tooltip. Then I say TT. Then here, if you right click on this one, there's that one yakanzi hide. You select that one so that we can we don't need this one to appear on our pages in Power BI service. So you have to hide that if you don't want it to appear. Only those pages that are not hidden will appear in Power BI service. So what you then do now is to say, let's do a bit of formatting. You come over here on format your report page, because we haven't added any visual here. So there is no format your visual. There is format your report page. You come over here so that you can do a bit of changes. And on the page information here, we allow this one use as a tooltip. Allow question and answer. You see this. But what I want, canvas background, you can change this background from maybe let's put black so we can see black. Let's put this shade of right. We have changed the color. Let's change transparency. Right. This is what we have. Then on the type here, it's written 16.9. We need to change from this one to a what? To a tooltip. Because those pages you can change from 16.9. This is the normal that we have. If you select tooltip, it will be a very small page like this, right? And if you select that letter, it will be something like this. You will see it as a letter. Let's use maybe, let's try to work with that custom and see how it goes. Right. Then on this one, we have to add the data that you have to appear on your tooltip. Right. And maybe you need the product name. You need to see the name of that product. So let's select product name. If you select this one, it will be something like this. Let's select a card. I need to see as a card, right? And let's try to format this. Reduce the font category label. Let's turn this one on, right? Let's turn this off. Then on the font size, let's change this one to maybe 15. We have something like this. It's product one, right? We have something like this. And let's put our outside borders, visual border. We have this here, right? And then on the product one here, what do we need to see? We need to see the what can we add here? Total quantity. So to generate that level of sales that we have, You need to see total quantity. Then you select total quantity. Let's use this this old card. Then we change this one. Let's try to reduce the font size for the callout value. We change to 15, right? Total quantity is that one. Let's use Lucida Farms. Category label. Let's change that. Should we turn this one on? Well, let's use this for now. This is what we have. Total quantity. Maybe let's copy this. We put it over here. Then instead of displaying quantity, we need to show total customers. Total customers. Right. Let's put the outside borders as usual. Right. The visual border. We have something like this. Right. Right. Maybe let me enlarge this so you can see. Right. This is our product one. So that when someone hovers over that product, we can see these details. This is what we are trying to configure, right? And this one we have said this is a tooltip, and you have to come to the home here. Then on this one, instead of that small tooltip, we need to put our custom tooltip, not that default, right? Then you select the visual here, make sure it's selected. Then you come over to the format of visual. Then under general, here you come around the tooltips up, right? You come around the tooltip up. Oh, now how far? Then pana panzi tooltip and tooltip page. We have said auto, which means the one that comes by default. But we don't need that auto. We need our own tooltip that we have created, right? And if you now hover over this one, you can see that item that we have created, and this is product 63. If you change to product, maybe product 47 here, it can show you the total customers, total quantity. Are you seeing it's changing? As we are moving from one product to another. Seems the total customers is not changing. Let me see if all these products have 801 customers.
So you do it, by the way. You create a new page, mark it as tooltip.
Yes.
Then put the data there.
Yeah, sure.
So the first column should be there.
The total customers that we are using here is count rows. So let's use distinct count. Distinct count, then the customer ID, so that we can see the unique customers that you are saving, right?
So the first column there should be there.
We just want to show the product name, then every other detail for that product. Yeah, seems it's 801, correct? Yeah, this is what we have. And yeah, I think we need to put something where we can see the trends in terms of sales. How are the sales performing, and how are the profit? How is the profit performing? Yeah. So yeah, our tooltip is very small. So we can create a custom tooltip. We change from under the canvas settings here. From type tooltip, you can change from this one. Then we put the custom, so that we can define the size that we want. Right. And then here, size is 240. Let's try to height. Let's put maybe 300. Right. Let's change this one to 450. We have something like this. 500. Right. Then width, let's put 350. Yeah, it's too small. Right. We have something like this. 500. Let's put 600. Right, I think this one is good. Then we increase this one. Then here we have shown the total quantity, total what. I think let's take this one to the side. Right. Or let's just use that that other card, the new card. We take it here. We need to show the total sales, the profit, the total customers for that product, then the total quantity. We change here, multi-card layout, the columns, we need to change to 4 columns, right? Then we space between cards, let's put 2 pixels. Let's not put 4. Then the callout value, let's change from 45 to 20. Right, it's working nicely. Yeah, this is what we have. It's nice. But on this one, we need to add some additional details. Maybe here we need to see what is the trend, right? We select that line chart. We put it here. Then we do this. Then we say we need to add from the date table, right? We need to select month, right? Then we select the total sales, total profit, and then maybe total customers. No, customers seems it's total quantity. Maybe let's put this total quantity under secondary axis. Right. We have something like this, but this one is for the whole products that we have. It will be recalculated on Hoover. That is the context. So if you do this, you'll be able to see what is the trend for that particular product. Are you seeing that? Maybe let's remove the total quantity so that we can see properly. Seems that one. Right, let's remove this. What else? Let's do this. Let's select this. Then the total quantity, we put a line y-axis here. Let's total quantity, let's put profit. And let's put total customers. Let's see. Right, total customers. We need to put this one to line y-axis. It's the same. What's going on? Let me put the quantity. Right, we have something like this. Then on our home, if you hover over this one, you can see the trends in terms of the items that we have created on our tooltip. And you can change the size of this so that it can fill the whole page. If you hover over this, you can see the details of that product on a very big page. And on this one, you don't need to drill through the product. This is what you have. And those are tooltips. And that information which is displayed is pertaining to that particular product. So this is it. These are tooltips. And you can create as many tooltips as you want, depending on your on your case, right? This is what we have, right? And make sure that you hide your tooltip, right? I think on the there's one concept which I wanted to demonstrate on the table here. I think I was forgetting almost, but it's fine. Yeah, there are cases where you might need to see the contribution of that product to the overall, maybe in terms of sales or in terms of profit. So in this case, maybe let's see, we want to see how much is each product contributing to the sales in terms of percentage, right? And here we have created our table already, right? It's like it is the product cost, sales price. Let's not put it as sum here. Let's say do not summarize, right? Price, total quantity, right? This is what we have. You might need to see as a percentage over there. We need to see as a percentage. So how do we do it? How do we do it? Or else let me remove price and cost so that we can add, right? We have this, right? Then how we do that is we already have the sales here, right? You drag that total sales, then you put it right here, right? And here it's like we have two sales, total sales columns. But that other one, you then select the drop down here, right? Then you see, we'll go where it says show value as. Then you say percentage of grant total. Select that. It will be shown as what? As a percentage. Percentage of grant total sales. And you can say here, you can change the label. You just double click, you say percentage contribution to sales. Right. We have something like this. Right? And if you now come over to this column here, I think let's try to put some vertical in the horizontal lines. So we can see on the grid here, you toggle on vertical lines. Then on the, let's change the color here to this one. Then on the horizontal lines to the same. Then we add 2 so that we can have something like this. So you can see. So we have something like this. You can filter using this one. And from here you can see that product 63 is the highest contribution to sales. It's contributing to 2.45%. I think we can change that one to 1 decimal place. Let's see how we can do that. Come over here under specific column, you select contribution to total sales. Then we want to see here decimal places, you put 1. We have something like this. Yeah, and it's working. Tutorial analytics series. Let's try to change from the grid here. Let's change the color to this one. Yeah, that one was shouting. The vertical line. We change to this one. Yeah, this is what we have. And we are winning. We are winning. Right. And you might choose to say, we need to have filters. We need to have filters where we can see maybe the year, we can filter by product, we can filter by month, we can filter by year, something like that. And how we do that is you come over here, you select the slicer, right? Let's drag it to the top. Here we need to include our filters, right? Here we need, what do we need? Let's try to take this one to this part. I need to demonstrate something. On the slicers here, you select here. We have something like this, And let's try to format this. I don't want to add this between tile, not tile, vertical list. Yeah, we have something like this. I need to use a vertical list now. Right. This is our thing. Right. So let's put a visual border. We have something like this. Let's unselect this. Right. And the purpose of these slicers, right? The purpose of these slicers is for us to see maybe we want to see the sales for 2020 only, or for 2021 only, or for the current year only. We then make use of this. You just come over here, then you select 2020. And as you are selecting, you can see that the data on the visuals is changing based on what? On context. You can see it's changing. It's nice. So these are the slicers. This is for a year. This is what we have. We have something like this.
Are these guys following?
Are you guys following?
We are following. It's a lot, but we are following.
Yeah.
There is a lot of information. This is too much, but it's okay. We'll also follow the recordings for practicals. Because for me, now I can't even use my Power BI. So I'm just listening. I cannot demonstrate on my laptop.
Oh, your Power
So
BI is still refused.
it's down, yeah. So I'm just listening. Then when I get time and when it's up, then I can just be practicing on my own. But I'm listening. It's okay. Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, that's okay. What about the other guys?
I'm also following. I think with the recording, I'll also then try to practice. I wasn't available yesterday, so I don't have some of the measures, so I'm a bit behind, but I'm following.
Okay. No problem. Yeah. So I think yesterday I think I will touch on that for your benefit and as well for the benefit of others, so that at least we can be on the same page.
Can you complete maybe the pipeline up to?
Yeah, I think we will revise that so that at least we can ensure everyone is on the same page. Yeah. So this is what we have here. Let's try to. What else can we add? We can increase the size here to this one. And just to fill the entire space. Let's do this. Yeah. And as well, you can add the logo on your report. You can add the pictures. You can even add the buttons to clear off the filters that you have. That is very possible, right? And now we need to add a logo for this company here. We need to add our logo for the company. And what I'm gonna do is to go online. Then I search for the logo for AdventureWorks, right? Let's come over here. We say AdventureWorks logo, right? Now we have this. I need this one. Let's come to images. I want this. It's taking long. Save image. PNV. Let's come to the downloads. Then we say logo. Right. Then we go back to our Power BI. We need to put our logo here. And to put our logo, remember that one is a picture. So what we need to do, you come to the insert button here, right? Then you select the image. So you can pick that image from the directory. So we need a logo. Don't go to logo. Logo. What is this? Let's use. Let's see. No, let's not use this one. Let's use our this one that we have downloaded. Yeah, this is our logo, and it's very nice. So let me try to reduce the size of this one to this. Let's take this one, put it over here. Then you come here. I want to put my logo here. You can reduce the size. You can just touch on the ends, so you can adjust to the size that you want. Right? This is our AdventureWorks logo. AdventureWorks. You want to put it here, right? Then here you come over. You say AdventureWorks. Let's try to do this. Right. Do this. Sales report. Yeah. This one. Right. And it's nice. Then we pick this one. We put it over here. Let's adjust. Yeah, this is what we have. Yeah. This is it. And then here we can put a clear slicer button so that we can clear all these filters, right? And any other filters that you might have. Here you can clear the selections that you have on this one, but then we need a clear slicer button. So you can come over here where it says buttons, right? Then you select clear all slicers button. You select that. Then we come here to select this. Then we can customize. Our clear slicers button. Say 10, right? We need to bold this, right? Maybe I might need to put. It's nice. Here on the shape. What do we need? Let me leave it like that. Right, this is what I have. Then you can put a text box as well. You can go this, or else let me remove the text box. Then here we put a title for that. Then you say clear filters. You have something like this. Then we drag it to this one, something like this, so that someone can see. Right? Let's say we have selected 2021 and we need to clear all the filters. You just on your laptop you can put control. You can press control, then you select this one. It will clear all the filters that you have on your page. Something like this. It's not that nice, but I prefer using icons and the pictures. So I'm going to download the clear filters icon. Let me use this site flat. This one. I need this one. And you can convert that image to a button, like the one we have used. Right, so get that. Then we say, let me say, filter. Right. Then we come here. I think, yeah, the button is working, but let's try to use an image here. Right. You come to this, you add your image. You need this filter. Right, it's white. Now we needed to remove the background, but it's fine. Let's work with it. Let me adjust this so we can fit and have much space for our visuals. Let's do this. Let's try to reduce the values from 12 to 10. Right. 9. Right. It's now visible. Seems just 8. Let me reduce this one. Right. It's working nicely. Right. This is what we have. This is our icon, our clear slices icon, and we need to configure this one so that when clicking this, now if you can just click, it's not doing anything. Let's say we have selected 2021. If you click, it's not doing anything. So we need to configure the action for that icon so that if we click on it, it will clear all the filters. Then on action here, you turn this one on. Then you do this, you expand. Then on type, instead of back, you select what? Clear all slicers. You do this, right? And once it's configured like this, you press Control on your keyboard, then you click, it will clear all the slicers. It will clear all the slicers. Yeah, but this is what we have. I think I need to demonstrate one concept for today before we can publish. I have demonstrated the concept of a tooltip. I've demonstrated the concept of how to insert images, which is pretty straightforward. Maybe that concept of a tooltip. Yeah, but these other concepts, I think they are a repetition. Then on the table here, we need to add our we need to add something. Let's come over here. Then we on total, let's add on profit, total profit. On the drop down, we add a spark line, right? And on the x-axis, we need that date table. We put a month, right? Something like this. Then we select create, right? We can have trends like this where you can actually see a highlight of the trends of your profit over time. And how is it changing by what? By month. And if you come over here to focus node, you can see on a bigger screen. When at okay, you have a rough idea. And about not working, it's decreasing, it's increasing. Something like this. So this is it. Let's Let's enlarge this. Right, this is what we have. Right. I think so far it's fine. Right. And then here, right, we have our bar chart here, right? On this one, we might need to drill through this one to see the finer details. Not only tooltip, because a tooltip is good because you can see a rough idea or just a highlight of the details of your item that you have displayed on a visual. But let's say you want to see to dig deep and understand the insights. So you may need to make use of the drill through pages. You configure a drill through page. We have said there's a tooltip page and there is a drill through page, which allows you to drill through into the finer details of your data. Right? And how you do that one is you create a new page like this. You want to call this one drill to home. Or else let's say product drill. Right? Then you also hide this one, like what we did. Then we configure this one. And what we need to show here, we need to see maybe what is how is that one changing per month? The areas where we are getting highest sales, etc. And how we do that one is you come over here. We need to add should we say a table? Let's try to do this. A donut. Let's add a pie chart. We need to see this donut. So let me say right. We have a pie chart and we need to see country. How many countries? Right. Then we want to see sales by country. Then we do this. And let's see. Seems there are so many items. Let's select another state. We have one state name. There are many. Let me see something here. Salesperson. We have men again. Maybe let's not work with this. We have something like this, right? Well, let's work with it like this. The total sales by country, and we can see which country is contributing to the to what percentage of sales, right? We have something like this. This is our pie chart. Let's come over here. We put a visual border, right? This is what we have. And then we need to see here. We need to see the total profit by month. Then we come over to the month. We select our profit. We have something like this. Then, as usual, let's put our border so that we can see well. Let's put data labels. Right. We have something like this. It's coming out nicely. Then here we might need to see the details, like let's come over. We create let's add a matrix, because we haven't touched on this. Let's add a matrix instead of a table. Right. Here we need to see, maybe we need to see the location name. Right. Okay. Let me start with the year. Right. We have something like this. Let's not sum. On the rows, we have year. Let me use this here. Let's use location name. Right. Right. We have this one. Then inside the location, what do we have? We have a state. Right. We have one. Let's remove that. Type. We have two. Right. Then for that location, so a matrix works almost like a table, but it is some advantages over a table. Like here, we have selected the rows, the columns, then the values that we want. Right. And on the columns here, we might choose to put, we want to see, let's say, salesperson. You can see this. These are the columns. Right. In this case, let's put our year so that it can be simple. Let's put our year. Right. No, we don't want sum. What is this? We need to put this one here. Right. Then we add them on the values. We need to add our cells here. And you can see for that here, for that location, let's change from name and put location. Location, something like this. Then we can see with the location yakaita ma cells up in which year. And from here you can filter. You're now seeing Reo to you. There's the highest sales in total, and also in 2022, 2021. See, so right, yeah, this one is the highest sales. Let's also put our customers on the values, and let's also put profit. You can now see. Let's remove the total customers since it is the same value. I think we will look at that one out. So this is what we have. Let me try to adjust this to increase this one. Yeah, this is what we have. Right. So this one is the drill through page and so we now need to configure this one as a drill through. So we come over here. Yeah, let's add on the rows. Let's also add something here. The product, so that we can drill through into the products. We have the product here. Fine. Right. Then for this one to be a drill through page, if we go back to the home here, we have a product name, right? So we need to select. We click this one, right? Then on the add drill through fields here. Our drill through field is the product because it has been used here on the x-axis, right? Then we take that one, we put it here. When product is used, allow drill through when this one is used as a category. Then we come to the drill through here, we do the same, right? We select that product name and we put it here, right? Then we come over to this one. To drill through, you select this one, then you right click. Unaona papa andika button can drill through. And if you click on this drill through, it will take you to that page. And you are seeing the details for that particular product and how it's performing in all these areas. Maybe let me come over here and reduce this. We need to display the product name so that we can see. Right. Right. So our card. Need to put product name. Right. Let's remove category label. This is our product. Right. Right. Let's put friends. Right. Product 63. Right. Maybe this is what we have. Maybe yeah. Let's also add details so that it can be easy to navigate and understand. Right. Let's add 20. Right. 18. And let's put 16. Right. Yeah, we have something like this. Product 63 details. Right. Let's go over here. Right. We didn't want product 63 now. We need maybe product 29 here. Then we right click. We drill through to that product, drill through. Then we select something like this. Are you seeing now? It's saying product 29 details. And these are the details of product 29 and how it's performing in all these areas. And over time, this is the thing. So ku month kuno kutogona kuchinja tobata show up say. Twakamira say.
Sorry, can you repeat drill through?
Right.
Drill through, we create our page.
Yeah, we create our page, then we design the details that you need to show when you drill through. Right?
Then
we need this. Then what we need to do, here we have a product. It's a category. This is the category here. We have product on this X. We have a product on this. So that on each and every page, the product pana, I think pana drill through pana. drill through because when product is category. We can even come here and say drill through because we drill through onto that page when this one is used as a category. As panapa it because there is no product used as a category. Then we do the same banner. Let me click this.
So how do you configure on the home page?
On the home, you come over here. And you can select it. Right? You come over here. Then let me see. Right. Panapa. And it panapa comes E2TP. Then panapa take up this panapa. And it inenge add a through fields here.
Then products.
Yes, no but no product name to kanda bashi but through. It's true to configure product no next say. So back and forth we configure it over there.
I hope that is good.
Yeah, I hope this one is clear. Yeah, I think tomorrow maybe we'll explain the concept of bookmarks, page navigators, then we'll be good to go. So this is our report, guys, that we have created today. Yeah, I understand you.
So it means this is a dashboard.
Yeah, this is a dashboard. This is our process to developing a dashboard. This is a report.
Oh, okay.
It's not a dashboard yet.
Mm-hmm.
This one is a report.
Okay.
It becomes a dashboard when we have created one in Power BI service. I think you understand.
It's not created in DAX.
A dashboard is not created in Power BI desktop. It's created in Power BI service, and the service is that one on web. I think you will see it. Well, maybe for now this is what we have. Let's try to publish this. I think we still have time. Yeah, I have a few minutes. Right. So tiyatira publisha isitombori nyaya yakatombooma. Zvati changoita panapa ndezvekuti hanti mukuona pane button ranzi publish panapa. Right? Once publish panapa. I think you can see my mouse. To the far right, once publish up. While logged in to your account that you have, you select what? Save changes. Then when you have saved your changes like this, what do?
Which account are you using?
Let me check which account because we might be using. It's fine. Right. Then you select what? Publish. It will give you this pop-up. Then these are the workspaces. I think I'll explain on that. But you select my workspace for now. Then you select. It will be publishing. Tag to publish as you Power BI service. Could choose on our to report here. Right? It's published. Well, so where do you get the link? No, but don't go buy a link here. Or no going to log in Power BI service here. But now to the link the go buy a link. Don't not forget this one copy. It's taking us to a web. Oh, let's see. Hope it's not going to give us troubles here. Let's work with this. So the authentication. 38.
Okay, we can authenticate.
38. Please approve. Kindly approve. That's done. Let's see our report and how it's looking in Power BI service. Loading a report. Seems we are winning. Let's see. Right. This is what we have. The exact product that we created. And here, from the left here, I'm going to show pages up 1, 2. But remember, we have created that drill through page to carry hider. It's not appearing here because it's hidden. That 2 tip It's not appearing because it's hidden here. So this is our report. It's not yet a dashboard. It is still a report. Saka mairi umu ndo munonzi mu workspace. And kuti uone zvinhu zviri mu workspace, ungoya pana pakanzi my workspace pana, the workspace name, click, then it will take you to the workspace. Let me try to do this so you can see. Kuita hedu zvakanyanya kuwanda kuti zvingazonyanya kuwandisa for today. Seems our network is not working.
It's enough for today. It's enough for today, or else we're going to be drowning in information.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so this is our report. Then we will take it from here tomorrow and see what else can we explore on Power BI. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. For now, I will entertain questions, if any, so that we can clear the confusion of the day and call it a session. Is there anyone with a question?
We are just two. I don't have.
I don't have as well.